want to talk to a local guy who is about the marathon and more, and for a good cause. Let's bring in Thomas Neuberger. He actually works at Wachowski PR. He's a creative design director there, and he's gone through some running shoes, and he's going to run 113 miles through the Rocky Mountains. It's the TransRockies run. Thomas, how you feeling? You up for the task here?
Yeah, I'm feeling great, Mark. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So 113 miles over how many days? And give the listeners a sense for what you're in for coming up in about 10 days, right?
Yeah, it starts on the 22nd of August, and it's a 6-day stage race over the Rockies. We start at elevation, and we have about 20,788 feet of gain throughout the race.
Yeah, like that's nothing to it. How are you going to acclimate yourself to not just obviously you put in the miles of training, but when you factor in altitude, that's a significant factor.
Yeah, that's the biggest unknown for us right now. We can do all the training we can here at sea level, and then when we get up to the mountains, we're going to go a little bit early to try to catch our breath, but it's going to be tough once we get up there and figuring out how much exertion we can do in that kind of situation.
Local runner Thomas Neuberger is going to be competing in the TransRockies run, 113 miles over 6 days. And what's interesting about this as well, and we'll get into the charity component that you've added to this, but it's a team effort. It's you and another runner, and explain how that factors into this.
Yeah, well, I'm running with Judah McGannon. She's a 6-time Ironman herself, as well as competing over 25 marathons. So she's pretty fit, and we have to run together. It's more for safety, not for a relay or anything like that. So you have to stay within 2 minutes of each other.
So you have to stay within 2 minutes of one another. So you guys have to have a pretty much an equal gait, equal pace, and that. If one of you is not feeling well, that becomes a challenge, doesn't it?
Yeah, we actually have it's called muling. You tie a rope to each other and drag the other person if someone's falling behind. So.
Well,
you don't want me on the other end of that rope ever, Brad. I'm telling you, just saying.
And if you and her are not good friends yet, you'll either become better friends or just complete enemies by the end of this.
Yeah, we're going into a pretty zen and just trying to, we're going to be as kind to each other as possible.
Awesome.
Our run would be called the Siesta 5K.
Sign me up. I think I'll be ready for it.
Thomas Neuberger is going to be running 113 miles in the TransRockies run. And tell us about the charity component to this, because obviously it's something that you've added to make this more worthwhile and meaningful.
Yeah, it really does mean a lot to me. I looked around for different charities to run for during this event, and I wanted to do something that hit home. So I chose the Baltimore Child Abuse Center, the BCAC, and they're a nonprofit, a child advocacy center that conducts detailed forensic interviews and for reported victims of child sexual abuse in Baltimore City. So they're underfunded and could use as much help as possible to help these children that are in really dire situations, and that's why I wanted to help.
And if people want to help you help them through your running efforts, what's the best way to get that done, Thomas?
The easiest way is you can go to believeintherun.com, and that I put up a link this morning where all you have to do is click on the Donate Now, and it takes you to our fundraising page. And it lists some of the donations we've gotten already. We're doing it online as well, as people have been sending checks who aren't comfortable doing it online. And we had a fundraiser in town recently that did pretty good. So we're up to $3,500, but my goal is $11,300. That's $100 per mile that we're running.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Well, it's a great cause, and obviously it's quite an endeavor. Thomas Neuberger, local runner, is going to go 113 miles through the Rocky Mountains in the TransRockies run. And to support him in his efforts to help the Baltimore Child Abuse Center, go to believeintherun.com. Great stuff, Thomas. Best of luck. Good health to you, and let us know how it goes when you get back.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.